Hello,
Hello, hello, hello.
how we doing, Jay? I thought Josh was going to be here, but he's not.
I saw him faffing around, so I quickly dropped in out. He's back now. He's good.
It was chaos, lads. Didn't go well. Not lie to you.
You've had a change of outfit since the 2 minutes ago I last saw you, mate. What's going
Well,
on?
yeah, and then what happened was basically I was thinking, I might try and, I might as well put a football shirt on. I've got them to do, and then I realised that I had a bit of a J problem where I was at the perfect side of my room to have not enough internet.
No, mate, it's horrible. That is.
So here we are.
Yes,
Now. I'll fix the lighting as we go through this slowly. It's all good. Keep talking.
Take it away.
Josh, welcome back to the back post. It's been an interesting weekend for the FA Cup. Obviously, Tottenham played that. They play tomorrow. You've played, Jay. We've just finished our game against Liverpool. We won 3-2. Absolutely buzzing. You won 3-1.
Whose was more impressive?
We'll talk about the Chelsea game first, I think.
Will we?
Really? Oh,
Nah,
no. Yeah, good idea. The good idea because people might not be here yet. So let's talk about the Chelsea game.
Chelsea 3. Look at that, got them ready, lads. Yeah, no worries. Well, do you want me to go on with it then?
Tell us what happened.
You what? Sorry.
I said, tell us what happened.
Well, you know what? It's one of those. It's hard to get too excited, of course, because of the opposition that we're playing, because it's only Luton. But today was wonderful. You know what? Firstly and foremost, I just had fun for once. It's been a while. I know I didn't say that right, Josh.
Yeah, you saw my face.
I just had fun for the first time in a while. Watching Chelsea's been a bit rough the past couple of weeks. So, obviously, other than Morecambe, but the last two results, the ones before that in the Premier League, it's all been quite stressful. So, to be honest, I quite enjoyed just watching a game, having a bit of fun, and playing decent football. We played good football today. I think there's a lot of quick intercutting passes, which was nice. I think the formation was quite good because we technically played with. It was a 4-2-3-1 that turned into a 4-2-2-2 with Werner and Tammy up front, which was quite nice to see as well. But again, I just don't want to get ahead of myself too much because it's Luton, so it's one of them. But we just need to take that and go into the next one. But we have failed to do that recently.
You played a full team, didn't you, against Luton? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Gilmore. My thought behind that is, are you putting all your eggs into one basket now with this cup?
No, I don't think that's what it is. What I think it is the lack of confidence, the lack of results. It's pretty much just putting out a strong squad to get the confidence back for the next game. We've already tried it and it didn't work, but we're trying to use this game to go forth and bring that with us. We're not like focusing on the FA Cup thinking that's the only thing, because we really can't finish where we're finishing right now in the Premier League. I think we're trying to use the FA Cup to get better in the Premier League. I think it's more that than anything. But yeah,
you can finish exactly where you are, just so you know.
No, it can happen, but we don't want that to happen. So I don't think we're just settling in one competition for the sake of another. No, but
it's just a quick one. Sorry. I do like that you've said you can't get ahead of yourselves, because like the amount of Chelsea fans I see on Twitter saying like this formation clearly works. It's like, well, no, you're Chelsea and they're Luton. You should be you could be playing a 2-1-3, like, and you could be playing any weird formation and you should be winning. Like, it's bizarre. It's very bizarre.
That was so weird. He just left.
Obviously you can't take it for granted, but you should be winning. And so for Chelsea fans to be like, well, this is the way forward. Well, no, because you thought the 4-3-3 was the way forward. All Chelsea fans, including Jay, was screaming for this 4-3-3, and it's come and stuck in big games. So
yeah, but I think the maybe the exciting thing is that we're using a lower league opposition to test the formation out that we might not get the opportunity to test it elsewhere. So maybe that's what's happening here, and I was excited today. I was happy. I was excited, but you've got to keep a level head when you're against Luton, and especially when you do a podcast you're used to. And the second I'd say anything good, you'd be like, "It's Luton, though, isn't it?"
I do have 2 words, Jay, that I think I only need to I say 2 words, and I think Adam's going to be upset that I've beaten him to this. But
Is it someone's name?
Timo Werner. Let's hear about him.
Timo. Listen, it's so fucking peak, man. Today he played very well, right? And again, there's the caveat of
the hat
Luton.
trick that he got. Oh wait, no, that was your other striker. That's a child. Sorry, which one played well?
Bastard,
Sorry?
man. Listen, he played really well as a second striker, as an attacking player. He brought the ball. He had a lot of confidence in him today that he has not shown a lot of in recently. But then he gets this golden opportunity to fucking score and just doesn't. And it was just so annoying.
Do you know who scored quite a few penalties though?
He has scored quite a few penalties.
Do you know who scored a few penalties in the Premier League?
Who?
Soldado. So from what I've seen now, Werner is shit Roberto Soldado.
He has scored penalties in the Premier League already, so let's not compare him to Soldado. Now listen,
he's getting that way.
It's rubbish at the moment, and it's hard to defend him. But all you can do is hope that it'll come good, and he has the talent to come good. It just can he get over this mental block? That's the big question.
Maybe it's the manager.
I doubt it's the manager. I reckon. I doubt it's the manager. I don't know what else Frank could do but giving him trust, putting confidence in him, and
play a formation that suits to his strengths, not a second striker or a left winger.
What he played second striker at Leipzig for a large portion of that, and we've played him down the middle as well.
You say that, but they didn't. That's not necessarily true, though, is it? Because he was Leipzig's recognised striker. It's not like there was another top striker.
Yeah,
they played a false 9. They played Poulsen or Danny Olmo in a false. They didn't play a striker. There wasn't another striker.
They played the system where there was another striker up there with him, though.
But they weren't a striker. They were playing the Firmino role for him rather than hit.
But is Firmino not a striker?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But you don't have Tammy or Giroud, 2 very standard targets.
Well, the idea as well is maybe in the future down the line is having Havertz alongside him, because Havertz played up front for Leverkusen a lot, and maybe them 2 could be the 2 strikers. Listen,
you know what? I think me and Adam are agreeing with you. I also hope that's the dream. That's the dream for us. A goalless season for Chelsea sounds perfect for everyone.
Yeah, goalless right now, but listen, you're writing someone off over half a season. You can't be doing it.
I can. Just fucking watch me.
Who's your next game?
Wolves, Wednesday.
Right, okay.
Listen, Wolves aren't in the best form right now, so we really need to take that and go at them a little bit.
Whereas Chelsea, Adam, fucking top form.
The only point I was going to make is you have just played a full team against whoever you've just played.
Luton.
Good.
Oh, the internet didn't want him to make that point. I'm guessing he's making the point that we've played a full squad. Is it going to be tired? I think the defence will get rotated a fair bit. I'm answering the question that I thought you'd answer.
You froze.
I don't know what happened then.
You completely froze for us. Are you going to say basically we played a full strength? Are we going to get tired for the next one?
I was aiming at that, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, I think that's completely fair, but I think the idea. I said this in a preview. To be fair, I said I wanted to see a side that Frank likes and wants maybe wants to go with, and for the next couple of games, they can play multiple games in a row. Josh, you said it earlier. Tottenham are going to play a lot of games coming up, and listen, it's going to hurt you guys, but you will pull through it, and these footballers can do that. You know what I mean? So I think some players will get rotated. Christensen won't play against Wolves. I think Silva will come in. Obviously, Kepa won't play. Kepa let us down today. He let us down, and then made a really good save, to be fair to him. But he won't play, and I don't think Emerson will play. So there will be some rotation. Gilmore probably won't play, even though I want him to play. Josh?
Emerson is fucking terrible. I watched the game. I watched the first half. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched the first half. And I after I saw it a few times, I then made a point of basically didn't watch the game and just watched Emerson for a while. And holy shit. He is the worst Premier League in the world. I guarantee you has Semedo on the right and Emerson on the left, just not being able to play football.
Listen, you know what, Josh? You're saying that today was a better game than he's had him before. That's that's the standard. He is a terrible footballer. That's why Chilwell will come in. But yeah, I think that's it. Like overall, can't get too excited. We need to just go to the next one. We need another result there, and that's all I can say. Shall we move on to the United game?
Yeah, I'm happy to do.
Of course you are, mate. Because
not even an ounce, a smidgen of praise for Tammy from Jay. But yeah, let's move on to the Chelsea.
All right,
let's move on to the United game.
You attacked me, so I felt like I had to try and do something. But of course, if there's nothing. What do I say? He got a hat trick. You'd probably be like, "It's against Luton," though. If I said that,
it wasn't against Luton. Adam.
Exactly.
So,
Adam, go on.
Not long ago, we just beat Liverpool 3-2. You know what? It was a game of ups and downs for me. I think for the first 10 minutes we dominated possession, didn't do much with it. Then the next 10 minutes after that, Liverpool did the exact same thing. No one really could get on top of the game until the first goal. And that's when it started to turn itself on a bit. I think both teams could have easily won it.
Yeah, definitely.
They didn't play great. I think we defended well. We switched off twice and it led to both the goals. And it keeps happening. I keep saying this every few weeks. But if we can cut these little silly mistakes out, we can perform even better because it's a good job. We can do the opposite of that and attack really well. So,
yeah, the second goal you conceded was the worst.
Mm-hmm. It didn't need to happen. We tried to rush out and counter attack and ended up getting countered ourselves from a bad pass, a lazy pass.
Yeah, I think the United game plan a lot of games is kind of, soaking up pressure, not having too much of the ball, very counter attacking. You're attacking 3 or 4 whoever's on the pitch. They're quite good at counter attacking. So especially in the bigger games, it seems like that's the plan a lot of the time. And today it was just one of the great examples of it working because literally it felt like every time you went forward, you were looking dangerous, and you got a goal 3 times out of that. And
the one person who I've been slanging off the past few weeks and who really impressed me the last 2 games against Liverpool is Shaw. Him and Rashford down that left wing were running riot.
Yeah, but that's football, though, isn't it? Because how good, and I'm not just bringing it back to Tottenham, I promise you, it's to back you up. How good has Aurier been since Doherty came in? Maybe it wasn't the fact that Shaw was bad; it was the fact that no matter how shit he was, what were you going to do? Play Brandon Williams? No,
that's a good point.
Yeah, so that's having a quality left back in Telles. But I hate this. I don't want to praise United. I don't want to come here and praise United. But the thing is, the only bad thing about us doing this live thing now is I haven't seen any Klopp saltiness yet. I don't know if you guys have.
No.
The thing is, Liverpool should have won that game, not because they were better, not at all, but because it got to 2-2. And what did they do? They smelt blood and brought Mane on. So there can be, and I'm saying that in a good way for you, Adam. There can be no excuses for Liverpool here. This isn't. They smelt blood. They went for it. Come on, Mane, let's win this game. And Fernandes went, "Nah, you're all right."
Yeah,
it's funny. It's funny. I don't like United, but that's funny.
And Fernandes had an incredible impact, didn't he? Like you guys were looking all right without him, but then he came on, and it was like the next level that you're at without him is just insane.
So seeing Van der Beek start. I was quite excited for it, to be fair.
It's the use of point, to be fair. So do you guys notice him because he didn't?
Well, I instantly noticed him because he took the kick off. So I turned the game on and did this.
What he did well was he made simple passes well. He made quick 1-2s. But the only thing he really lacked was that last touch that got him into the final third, and that last pass and that last shot. That's what Bruno brought to the game when he did come in.
However, the man doesn't play football at the moment, and he's been picked to start against Liverpool. So you have to be a bit lenient.
Listen, he wasn't bad. He
wasn't. I know what I'm saying. He wasn't. But he's missing a few shots, and he's not the most noticeable guy on the pitch.
There was a point during the game where we was countering, and he was on the right wing, and he had loads of space in front of him, and he decided not to run into it. I don't know why he did it, but he turned around and sort of played it back. And that's the bit of confidence that he needs that he'll hopefully get if he keeps getting his chance.
Yeah, I mean, there's you got to we was talking about this during the game. I was talking with Hope Step Down, and it was like, it's an interesting one, Van der Beek, isn't it? Because like you brought him in this summer, but you had Fernandes, who was the main centre mid, at the club, and Van der Beek, he arguably could come in for Pogba if Pogba is leaving, but Pogba does play a bit deeper than he would like to. So it's kind of weird. Like,
no, I don't think so.
Was there a plan
I
for
think
him?
they play in the same position, really.
What, Pogba and Van der Beek?
You say Pogba can play deep. Pogba also hates playing deep.
True.
You also can't play Van der Beek, Pogba, and Bruno.
No, I'm not saying you can, but I'm saying Van der Beek is probably not as good a player as Pogba, but would be more willing to do a bit more of the bullshit than Pogba will. Pogba's class, but every few months he kind of just goes and downs tools a little bit. Whereas Van der Beek, I think, would continually grind, whether you want him at sort of further back in the middle, further forward attacking, box to box. I'm only saying that because I don't think Pogba should leave. We all think he will.
Well, you know what? It's took a twist again because Ollie's obviously got confidence in him. You can see he's got a bit of confidence in himself at the moment. This season could change a lot of things for us in terms of players leaving, players coming in.
I think Ollie's dealt with the situation very well. Because let's face it, Pogba has disrespected United. The fact that before your arguably your biggest game this season against Leipzig, he came out, his agent came out and said, I want to leave and stuff. That's hugely disrespectful and might have had a play in that, but Ollie has dealt with that very well because he's still put confidence in him, still played him, these kind of things. Still, he's a good man manager, isn't he, Ollie?
Yes, he had a great game as well today, Pogba. He won the tackle that led to the second goal.
The Rashford goal, yeah. The one thing I've heard, though, is that Pogba just doesn't like Manchester. I've heard that from a few people. He just doesn't like the Northern England. And
Can't blame him.
All three of us here love that part of England. But also, you could understand why a Frenchman possibly wouldn't.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say.
Do not blame him in the slightest, to be fair. I mean, I went from Birmingham to Manchester, and I remember thinking at the time, everyone was like, it's wet up there, it rains a lot. I'm like, it can't be, I'm an hour away. It's rained so much more in Manchester than Birmingham. It's mental.
Exactly. There's not really much else to say about it, really. Like Marcus just said there, it was a really, really enjoyable game, settled by a very, very good free kick.
And but the fact that an interesting point is literally the last game you played against them only a week ago ended 0-0 because you were both probably too scared to lose that game, whereas this game had something on the line because one of you's had to win and you prevailed out of that. I think there's an interesting point in that, and also there's an interesting point in that going forward now. Going forward, you've beat Liverpool, you drew with them previously at Anfield. Like, that's a big statement by United.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to give us confidence for the league, and especially these next few games that will completely open everything up. With Tottenham playing Liverpool, City playing Liverpool, it's going to be.
I'm not happy. I really wanted I don't know what I wanted because I didn't want a confidence boosting win, but this really feels like Liverpool are going to crack their knuckles. Apparently, Van Dijk's very close to returning. And there are some reports that Van Dijk will be fit for the Tottenham game. And part of me thinks that's good because a full fit, he hasn't played football in almost 8 months, is it?
Yeah, something.
Maybe less than that, I think, but still a long time. But B, no, actually, I think he would have played tonight he definitely won't play against us. But he's gonna, isn't he? And they're going to come out and they're going to be like, right now, you know what, fuck this.
They needed him tonight, though. That kid, bless him, is it Reece Williams? Like he had a bit of a struggle today.
Oh, I don't think you'll find an ounce of sympathy from Adam there.
No.
Did Reece Williams have maybe cut that fucking weird bun off and try again, mate?
Or move to Leeds, you scum. Leicester Till I Die said that Liverpool are doing a Leicester from last season.
Well, this is the thing now. So where are Liverpool in the league? I think they're fourth now. Leicester third. nothing this season is set in stone. We all know that. To say they got beat off Burnley last week and they just got beat off us today, they're still in it. They're still 100% in this race. Go on.
We're a point behind Liverpool with a game in hand.
I mean, they're in the race.
No.
Fuck you. I still don't believe you're in the race.
I mean, if we're going off performances, it looks like City are just coming for it now. They're like, no, remember, we're still a thing. Leicester City till I die said do Man United fans still want Ollie out now? I mean, you were never Ollie out, so we won't we won't pin that on you. But a lot of fans were. What do you reckon they still are, mate?
You know what? I reckon there is some fans out there that still want him out. I don't know what it is about our fans. We're our own worst enemy at times, but you know, I mean, there might have been a time a few months ago where I was thinking about what if he went and brought someone else in, but no, I always stood by him. You know that.
It's easier as well. It's easier to warm to Ollie when you just look at your rivals and you see Lampard. It's easier to think, oh, thank God we've got Ollie.
Yeah, sure.
When Lampard's dragging Chelsea through the mud, you know, I don't particularly rate Ollie.
So harsh. Fuck you. Dragging through the mud. Fuck you. Yusuf said, "How many different kits does Josh have? Do you buy one every day?" Practically.
Mate, this camera is currently on a drawer filled with far too many. If you haven't checked it out, Yusuf, I'm doing 30 runs in 30 different kits. The link is not. We can't put it up now because we're live, but the link is. The video is like 5-6 down. You know, we're ready. We're honestly.
We have. I mean, between us, we have an unhealthy amount. Josh has the most.
I have about 75, I think.
I think I have about 30, and Adam, you have an unhealthy amount, don't you?
And another one's on its way at the moment.
Yeah. And listen, I might have the link up soon. Brad said De Bruyne out, Virgil Vardy out. Hopefully, United can capitalise on that. I forgot about De Bruyne. He's out for a couple of weeks now, isn't he?
I forgot about De Bruyne as well. Yeah,
he's due back for the Tottenham game.
Of course,
so everyone knows.
He's
fucking due back for us.
But that's big though, because he has. I mean, he's been obviously he's probably the best player in the league, but he's been a part of the reason why City have gone on this 5-game win streak so far.
But also, with them 3 players being out, them teams are playing each other in the next few weeks, so it sort of cancels it out, doesn't it? I suppose. All we can do is, as a team, is just take every game at a time.
They beat Tottenham without it. Oh, sorry.
Do you mean City, Brad C? Just that.
I think you mean City. Just a hurtful comment there for you, Josh. If anyone missed the stream we did the other night, we did a quiz, and Adam was the host, and everyone had to wear a good football top, and the winner gets a point. I got a point for wearing an Italy top. Josh had a whole story where he wore about 4 different tops and lost, and Adam said just before we went live that top would have won it.
I put this on as well, and then decided, you know what, I'm not a little bitch. Brad, just to go back to Brad C's comment there, was that City that won't beat us even without, because I'm pretty sure in our last 3 against City, we've beaten them 2-0. So with De Bruyne. So
he's got you there, Brad. He's got you there. Is there any final points we want to make on that Liverpool game, Adam or Josh?
It was a good game. It could have gone either way, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. If a game is settled 3-2 with a free kick, it could have swung either way. I'm not saying you deserve to win, but also we wouldn't be shocked if Liverpool nicked it at the end. It's not a disrespectful thing. It's just how football is.
I felt like it was going to go 3-3 then extra time, and then just kept going.
Milner should have scored that chance. I'm glad he's done now. Sick of him.
To be fair, he got. I mean, he probably could have got ahead to. Was it the first goal that went over his head to Greenwood, or do you know what I'm on about? Like, it was a brilliant ball from Rashford from left to right.
I think that's harsh to say that he should have got there, but he isn't. He's clearly starting to feel it now, and
I mean, rightfully so.
Yeah,
he's getting on.
The nation's sweetheart, my ass. Yeah.
I mean, listen. Milner's. I don't hate
one of the
Milner.
worst players I've ever seen in an England shirt, and that's all I'm sticking to. Yeah, I know he's been classed for Liverpool, but when he played for England, I cried. It's terrible.
I think we got a Leeds fan here, lads. Can't wait to give both teams a real beating at Ellen Road.
Yeah, well, that's not going to happen, is it?
Is Ellen Road that football ground that Leeds play at, who continuously get battered by all three of our clubs? That's Ellen Road, isn't it?
I'm just
I think
going
that's the one.
Yeah, just checking. Just quickly Google that. Just check if Ellen Road is the team that Leeds United play at.
We shouldn't do this. We shouldn't.
United beat 6-2, Tottenham beat 3-0, and Chelsea beat 3-1.
3-1 indeed.
Well, I mean, that's only an aggregate of 12-3.
We really shouldn't do this because these people are watching, maybe enjoying, and then we just shoot them down. I'm sorry.
We're just having a joke, but you got to understand that we're not being serious. But if you come at us with football banter, if you will, we're going to come back with facts.
Great. Should we move on to? I think we should move on to another big game that kind of happened this weekend, and then we can maybe get on to preview your game, Josh, to end it. But Southampton won, Arsenal 0.
Can I take this to start? Just because
I really enjoyed this one. Of course, you can.
Well, because I know Jay should start because he said he really enjoyed it and probably watched it. I had no idea football was even happening.
Oh no, I didn't watch it.
Oh, right. I went on Twitter, and there was just a picture of Kyle Walker-Peters celebrating, but it was from loads of Tottenham accounts, and I was just confused. And he was like, he loves it, one of our own. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? And then I was like, oh shit, yeah, the FA Cup's on. Oh shit, own goal. Oh, it wasn't Kyle Walker-Peters. Maybe he just had a really good defensive display. Nah, that was Walker-Peters' goal. Oh, I loved it. What a great time.
Yeah, I didn't actually watch it. I did a very similar thing to you. I woke up a bit late. I went and got some breakfast. I had a nice time. Sent off an email, and then I just kind of checked my phone, and it was like, Google gives you notifications, and it was like Arsenal 1-0 down. I was like, what a great notification to have. And yeah, I didn't even continue. I thought Arsenal will get back into it, and they just didn't. And I just love it because, of course, they're the holders of the competition because they beat us last year, and I'm still not over that. So to see them get knocked out was brilliant.
Of course, they're getting Odegaard now, which isn't fun.
They've got what? There's that meme where it's like they've just changed the O.
But yeah, no, it was good. And Southampton are continually be an impressive team this season.
Yeah.
Apart from without a few weird blips, they've done really well, and it was a solid display. And Arsenal didn't really get through them, did they? At all. I don't know. They played a pretty strong team for the FA Cup, and Arsenal. And
as a Chelsea fan as well, excuse me, the fact that Willian is just doing terribly makes me quite happy. 2
shots on target in 20 games was the stat.
He had 3 assists in the first game, though, Josh. Don't forget.
Yeah. Weird. Football's weird, isn't it? Like, how do you actually? I'm almost positive, and I know how difficult football is. I know that I would die and shrivel up in a Premier League team. I think I could muster 3 shots on target in 20 games.
Shoot from
I'm not saying they're going in. I'm not saying I've got 3 goals, but I'm saying I can put 3 shots towards the goal.
Yeah, towards in that
vicinity. 20 games.
In 20 games, especially in the position that he's in. Yeah, no.
Adam, what do you think?
It's terrible, man.
Yeah, but he plays down the middle. I'm looking here, and he played down the middle.
Did he?
Yeah, so even 1 on target isn't hard to do, is it? You know what I mean? You just p-roll it against the floor.
Yeah, no.
I like we're saying that's what we're suggesting William does. Don't actually try and score. Just p-roll shots and stat pad.
That's the best comment as well, because when they start having shots on target, they're the ones I like.
Yeah, no.
William.
Listen, for the William thing was like it's again from a Chelsea's perspective. We were when we got rid of him, it felt kind of nice because it was like he was going downwards in that final years. And don't get me wrong, he played well. And for Arsenal to go, it was more the Arsenal fans. I feel bad for him as a player because obviously he did well for Chelsea. But the Arsenal fans are like, got him off, yeah. We got him off, yeah, for 300 5K a week, and now he's not even scored. It's like it's a fuck you to the Arsenal fans more than winning, because I feel kind of bad for him. It's kind of.
I don't. He's a little rat.
Yeah, I mean, he's played for 2 of the teams you
That
hate.
did happen. That did happen
Don't
earlier.
forget Burnley patted at Fulham after 9 changes. Burnley title charge, lads.
But yeah, I didn't watch the game, but I checked the score, and it wasn't just. I checked it at 1-0, and I was like, fair enough, cool. But I think it's great to get into the next round of the FA Cup, but really, Burnley beating Fulham 3-0 is great, but on top of already beating Liverpool this week, just rounds off a fucking fantastic week for Burnley. What a time!
Yeah, no, fair play to him as well. I just want to see where Burnley are in the table, because I don't actually know. Oh, so
I guess 14th.
15th, very close, just behind Wolves in 14th. Right. Is there anything else to add on that Arsenal game, boys?
Yeah. Fuck Arsenal.
Yeah, fuck Arsenal.
Cool.
If any Arsenal fan finds this channel, because all 3 of us hate Arsenal, it's just going to be a very sad time. We're never going to get the Arsenal demographic. Right, Josh. I think to end this pod, to end this live stream, I think we should, because obviously Tottenham haven't played yet. You guys play tomorrow. Get a little bit of a preview for that.
Yeah. We've played Wickham, I think, in 2016-17. And it was like 4-3. It was a mad, weird game. They scored like a half volley from outside the box. So there is previous there. They actually were winning until like the 86th, 3-2. Like they scored in the 86th minute, and all Tottenham fans just went, okay, good. Akinfenwa played in that game too. And that's the Wickham thing, isn't it? They have Akinfenwa. He doesn't really play anymore, but he is there.
Yeah, I think he might play. Actually, I think he might play this game.
Oh, I hope he does. But
and also because it's Wickham, you might rotate, and I'm guessing Bale will play because he doesn't play in the bigger game. So imagine a game in a world where Akinfenwa and Bale are going to play on the same pitch against.
I mean, you say that, but random plumber played against Bale the other week at Marine.
True.
So weird things.
Yeah, someone watched Bale from his back garden.
No, I mean Wickham. As far as I've seen, I haven't checked the table for a while, but Wickham are either at the bottom or very near the bottom of the Championship table. They're definitely a worse team. I think Luton have got quite a good manager. From what I've heard.
Dead bottom.
So Luton aren't exactly flying, but Luton did really well last season, and they've got a good way of playing. I'm just saying. Yeah. So in comparison, like Wickham are the dreg end of the Championship. So, but they were League One when we played them last time. So you fuck them essentially.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's hot?
Who will you play afterwards? Do you know?
I do, but it's complete. It's Everton, I think. Did Everton go through?
No, Everton's still yet to play. They're kicked off right now.
Okay, well, it's the winner of that game.
We've got West Ham,
Everton or Sheffield, and we have the mighty Barnsley. So that'll be interesting.
I fucking love Barnsley. I fucking love them.
I'll never go over the Acker, Josh.
They did ruin an Acker for me and Jay once, but my mate's a Barnsley fan. We travelled all the way to Wembley to go and watch Tottenham Barnsley. It was a great time. Like they didn't even open 2/3 of Wembley for this game. That's how small it was. And we were just in the crowd, like.
Fair enough. Right, I think that's a good place to end, lads.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've enjoyed this. I think this is going to become something a bit more regular on the channel. These live podcasts, because we quite like interacting with people. We like to chat, just off the cuff chat, and after a game like this, it's been quite fun. So if you do like it, let us know in the comments and like the video, of course. Anything else to add, lads?
Yeah.
You're gonna say something about team? Oh no, I thought he was gonna say something about team. But everyone.
I was gonna say foot Liverpool.
Oh, Timo Werner.
Mason.
Timo Werner.